From trade diplomacy to humanitarian concerns, President Trump's overseas agenda is packed with decisions this week that could shape both international relationships and the U.S. economy.
This morning, we take a closer look at the key meetings already underway and what's at stake for the administration in the days ahead. Our DC Bureau coverage continues with Rosaura Mendoza live from Washington. Good morning, Rosaura.
Good morning. Yes, President Donald Trump starts the week in Scotland with a key meeting, as a victory deadline looms at the end of the week and economic data may show the impact of Trump's trade policies. President Donald Trump stayed in Scotland Monday, where he hosts the UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer and his Gulf research. The two leaders talking about the hunger situation in Gaza, but also the recent trade deal. Trump came into Monday's meeting on the heels of announcing a framework deal with the European Union. That places a 50% tariff on most goods coming from the 27-member EU, and lowered the risk of transatlantic trade war between the two entities that exchanged nearly $2 trillion worth of goods and services last year. Trump on Monday also told the framework the U.S. and UK came to last month.
Got it done, so I want to congratulate you on that, and it's a great deal for both. It brings unity. We didn't need unity, but it brings us even closer together. I think it's good for both parties.
Meanwhile, key members of Trump's trade team in Sweden Monday for new round of talks aimed at extending the current trade truce between the U.S. and China that has temporarily dialed back triple-digit tariffs until August 12. The White House faces another self-imposed deadline on Friday, August 1st, for setting tariff rates for more than 200 U.S. trade partners. The deadline will cap a blockbuster week that we also see the interest rate decision from the Federal Reserve on Wednesday, and the second quarter GDP report that look at us economic growth during April, May, and June, and the July jobs reports on Friday morning. Also, on the agenda for Trump's and Starmer Monday was the increasingly dire humanitarian situation in Gaza. Trump pushed back against comments from Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu that there is no starvation there, and said the U.S. will set up food centers. As President Trump finishes his meeting in Scotland, the focus now shifts to a busy week in Washington, with important trade deadlines, a key interest rate decision from the Federal Reserve, and new economic reports on the way. At the same time, the White House next steps on aid Gaza and trade talks with China could have a major impact around the world. In Washington, D.C. for Caplin News, I'm Rosaura Mendoza.
The Marlins looking to start another win streak as they visit St. Louis.
That's right, Stephanie. That's still ahead, and so is this story.